Hello choir, just a few things about Like a Mighty Stream that I want you to notice. I'll keep this short, but I do want everyone to watch this and make some notes in your music. All right, there are three things that happen through the entire piece of music that I need to draw your attention to. The first is the way the syllables are broken down. For example, here we have lift, every voice. 2 notes on that syllable, 1 note on this syllable. Here we have we'll overcome. 1 note on that syllable, 2 notes on that syllable. So be really careful with that. And in your practice speaking the part in addition to singing it, and maybe mark your music any way you'd like. I'd suggest this way. This kind of works for me. 1 note, then 2 notes. All right, the second thing that happens all the way through the entire piece of music is whenever you have this phrase, lift every voice, 2, 3, 4, you hold it all the way out, and then you cut off on that downbeat. Happens every single time, right? Every single time, all the way through and cut out. So don't cut that note out too soon, or it will sound ragged. And the third thing that happens through the entire piece is every time we sing this let justice roll, every single time, there are accents on those notes. There are accents. So they should not be legato and smooth. They should be given emphasis. Okay. Even when it's soft, and I'll talk about that later. So there's 3 things that happen throughout. Let's walk through the piece from the beginning. Piano intro. Sopranos and altos start unison, forte. Holding that note out, off. Okay. Holding that note out. Basses and tenors also forte, nice and strong in here with a nice clear tone all the way out through. Here we have a changed note, C, B flat, A, G, G. That is changed from what's on the page. I listened to a bunch of different recordings. So we're doing it C, B flat, A, G, G. Okay? So that F there is going to be a G. And your practice track will have that on there with a G. Sopranos and altos from every soul. And then we all come together here. All right, going on, holding that note out, 2, 3, 4, off. Here we have sopranos holding this all the way out to here, sorry, sopranos and altos, whereas tenors and basses, your stream is shorter, and we cut off together there. Make sure you do that. There's a crescendo here for both parts. All right, everyone needs to mark the following. This is not in your music, and we did not practice it this way, but I've added something here. The first time we sing Let Justice Roll, only on page 4, mezzo piano, medium soft, still accented, still that quiet intensity, but medium soft, then medium loud, and then forte here. That'll just create an interesting musical effect in that section. All right, holding that note out, of course, and then we have tenors and basses. All right, holding that note out there as well, very similar to the beginning. It's just switched between sopranos and altos and tenors and basses. Here, tenors and basses, we're changing this 2-beat half note into 4 beats. So I just drew another half note there. And every soul, 2, 3, 4, off. Okay. And accenting. There's a note change here, tenors. That C is incorrect. That should be a B flat. We're on page 7. And this note here should be a B flat. All right. This time, when we have this like a mighty stream and then the echo, and you cut off here, this let justice roll. It repeats 3 times, but we're not going to do the thing where we get softer and louder. So that's only the very first time. But here at the end, it just stays strong. It's all full voice. Notice that there is a divisi there for the sopranos. And that will be on your track correctly that way. All right. First ending on page 8. Repeats back, of course, to page 7, right here. And then we go back and do it again. And the second time, we skip from here, we skip the first ending, and we go on to the second ending right here. All right, couple quick notes at the end. Roll, and release. Don't accent this note any more than these. They're all accented, but don't accent this one any more than the others. Just release it onto that rest. Sing the note into the rest. Fortissimo, nice and strong, full voice. Basses, if you'd like, you can add the C here on my T instead of the high C. If you sing a bass 2 part, you can sing that note. I'd actually kind of like to have that on the recording. Tenors, there aren't a whole lot of you. And if you notice, we have the C and the A, F, C, F here, okay? This C is going to be nice and strong in the soprano part. I know it's in a different octave, but we don't have a lot of tenors, so I would kind of like to have all the tenors go up to the F. Go up to the F. If that note is too high for you, go ahead and sing the C, but if all the tenors could go up to the F, that'll give us a nice FAC chord up there with the F octave in the bass. And I'm going to, like a mighty stream, 2, 3, 4, off. There's a fermata, but it's kind of going to be more in time. And you're going to hear a click, 2, 3, slow down, and off. But it won't be held beyond that. It'll just, the pulse will slow down. That should be it. It's almost 6 minutes. I think that's enough of you listening to me. Take care, everybody.